Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Terra Invicta. We are Project Exodus, and good news, everyone! There was a combat autosave. So we ended the last episode with a crash as we tried to engage the Dark Wanderer, and I was worried of like, oh, we might have to revert to like the turn, like the agent assignment phase, because I know there's an autosave for that, but I forgot there's a combat autosave. So let's attempt this again. Start battle. It didn't crash! All right. Now, watch us get absolutely wrecked by this battle cruiser. Yeah, we're gonna wait for 1K. He might get a few early shots here. Again, maybe I can set this and he won't start firing, but I don't really trust. No, they do start firing right away, even though our engagement range is supposed to be 1,000 kilometers, but some of them are firing from within the 1,000, so it's going to be okay. The sooner we fire, the sooner we're going to redirect some of this laser fire. There you go. We haven't lost the Alpheka. And we did go and blow that guy up. Nice. And you didn't lose any of your engines or fuel cells or anything like that, because you still have plenty of Delta V. Okay, so just wait for this to finish. Okay, that was huge success. We still lost the space station in all this exchange, unfortunately, and having to rebuild that. But we didn't actually lose any time. There we go, and a 3 exotics. Lovely. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Launch the shipyard. And what I have to also do is I just want to make a hard save because I wasn't able to make a fresh hard save at the start of this episode. Because with the combat save pop-up, it doesn't actually let you go and make a manual save at that point. Which is interesting. Victor 6 is still on its way. We've got our extra fleet. I mean, these guys are all mad at us again because we killed some of their ships, but killing surveillance fleet was incredibly important. Fleet combatants. Okay, so this gives us our next tier of ships, which we might... I don't think we're going to be building on immediately. I think we're going to go into the coil gun stuff. Like, yeah, I really think we don't need these. Now, if people have corrected me, again, there's a little bit of pre-recording going on. Part of the reason I haven't hidden it is because I just keep waiting, but I'm so confident. Instrument soft power is fairly cheap, but no, I want to keep going and getting some of this military tech. I wonder about some of the low ones. These, no, that. Actually, I wouldn't mind the officers, maybe. Let's see here. What did I want to throw on? Light rail cannon. Okay, I think we're going to want that. Based on some notes that I have, I think we're getting... Actually, we might theoretically be able to start a design now. Like, if we took a look and considered... Like, if we went up to the next tier. So, yeah, with the destroyer, we've got the 2 nose cones. I think the cruiser is not ideal for the big front gun. Yeah, like, battle cruiser might be what we're looking for. If we want a strong nose cannon, which currently... Definitely not under the guns category. Oh god, this is driving me crazy. This is too small. Who approved this design? It's ridiculous. Let's just sort by damage for a second. So, heavy siege coil. We could go and throw this on the nose. 800 kilometer. I'm still worried that we're going to get blasted to death before we get there. 850. 750. What about on the laser side? Let me sort by range. Why is this not available? Oh, does this need 4 wide? Maybe. Unless I sort them... It's okay. The infrareds are totally obsolete. Right? Hang on. Okay. Green and infrared. All these specs are all the same. Infrared uses a little less energy, but that doesn't really matter. Does it have more efficiency? Wait. Is infrared better than green? I thought it went infrared and green was visible light, and then you go ultraviolet. Was that not the order? Am I confused? Or confused about how some of the other mechanics work? These are the same base, right? Oh, wait a minute. I'm inverting. That's what's going on. Sorry. Okay. I was thinking that armor effectiveness... in my head, I was thinking, like, how effective is this versus armor? No. This is how effective armor is against this. So yeah, these two guns are basically the same, except that the infrared laser gets super hardcore nerfed by armor. The green laser is still hard. Okay, so yeah, we can hide all the infrareds because we're not going to be interested in any of those. We'll also be able to hide anything that's not an arc laser. And this one is both. Infrared. Okay, the only thing we have left in here are the green arc lasers of the 4 sizes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can't put a 4 on here, so the idea would be we could put this green arc laser on the front. 950 kilometer range. Obviously, it performs quite badly against armor, but there's no travel time, and it does have good range. I'm trying to remember. I feel like when we did our run before, we did have a phase where we went, like, all lasers for a little bit, until we got proper, like, coil weapons. And then over here, like, I don't know if I should block the Mark 1s. Just looking to see if we've got 2 names that are the same, and I have a Mark 1 and a Mark 2 version. Okay, these are all different names. God, I hate that you can't see them all at once. This is so stupid. I'm not missing something, right? I can't click and drag. I can't maximize this. Okay. And yeah, if I just sort by range. Okay, the heavy rail cannon Mark II. Salvos are only 1 shot. This can be shot down by point defense. Now, the heavier the slug, the more difficult it is to shoot down. Like, you can see the siege coiler here, right? 1.1k tons. That's one of the reasons that even if people try to point defend you, it's not so bad. I mean, big cooldown on this. Huge damage. I mean, fewer shots, although... I can't remember what the salvo mechanic... Is this 3 shots and then goes on cooldown? But this doesn't have a salvo cooldown versus cooldown. What's the difference? This is 36 seconds between... Is it 1 shot, 36 seconds, 1 shot, 36 seconds, 1 shot, 36 seconds, then 48 seconds to reload? And it's just 1 shot every 30 seconds? Damn it, I might have to do a little bit of reading again. But I'm just worried that we're going to die before we get to 800 kilometers. Of course, I'm also worried that we're not going to be able to do enough damage at range with these. But maybe we should at least give them a try. We definitely will have to invest in more armor on these. I don't know if we're going to go on this right now. And then we've got to figure out for the hull weapons as well what this does, which I don't know that we need the point defense and stuff. Like, are we getting missiled the same way? Are we being hit with slugs? I mean, sometimes, not every combat. And then there's always an interesting point that we got to in this one of, do you bother with the point defense? Oh, that's just 2 hull slots. Do you bother with the point defense, or do you go with the lasers, which also can shoot down incoming projectiles, but have a larger range and therefore can cover your entire ship? I guess we'll do the same thing here, and we'll hide the infrareds, because we don't want those. And then, yeah, we don't want the basic point defense. We want the arc version only. Hide all the infrareds. Okay, all we have are the green arc lasers, and yeah, it's just all the size variants plus that. So I could just put a 120 arc in here, which does have, like, better range than the small ones. But if we're looking to engage stuff that's getting kind of close, if we're looking to shoot down little incoming, like, missiles or something like that, then 2 of these would be good. We could split the difference with the point defense laser, but the point defense laser, I think, is much better for protecting the ship itself. The other ones are better to do a swarm overlapping defense, which this might not be enough gunfire to do that. I'm wondering about just splitting the difference. One of those and one of those. And then, do we have the laser engine? And this is the thing that does increase all the laser weapons, but we don't actually have that many. I'm wondering if at this stage of the game, we're actually better off, instead of a battle cruiser, going with the battleship, which obviously is a much smaller nose gun, but can fit a lot more hull stuff. Again, I don't think I'm going to go into the design now. And then the alternative thing is like, what if, first of all, what if we stayed smaller with the destroyer? And then the other thing is, what if for our nose weapon, we did just go for rail cannon Mark II? Hold on again. Let's say I sort by range. Yeah, rail cannon Mark II. We could go to coil cannon as well. And again, we get the same sort of mechanics here of how do we choose one versus the other. Maybe we don't need the big giant slug the same way yet. And yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go and look up the difference between the salvo cooldowns and the cooldowns and what that means for optimization. I mean, this one uses more material. It fires faster and has a heavier slug. Should we just be doing this one? I don't know. And then like, alternatively, this guy on the front. That's a 900 range. You know, that's not so bad. I think, oh, I'm still waiting for the Helicon drives, right? Yeah. So I'm probably not going and designing this until I get that drive regardless. But, out of curiosity, oh, and we do have total choice over here. Well, unless we want the least ton per gigawatt is what we're almost certainly looking for that design. One battery, our best radiator, and then the interesting thing is if I went full laser, I don't need magazines, but I'd probably want the laser engine. Yeah. And then after that, I don't know. I don't know if we need heat sinks. We've got pretty good radiator that will just keep deployed. We don't need magazines. Well, we probably want the ECM and the targeting computer. Yeah. And then the hull weapons, I kind of feel like in this situation, you know what? Maybe we just go with twin longer range lasers and just hope we can shoot things down without proper point defense. And I'm not hating this. Actually, this feels okay. I don't know that it's going to do better than our laser designs. Or sorry, our missile designs, but it may. I really think we're going to look at something like this for our next phase. Possibly still as a destroyer. Maybe we go up one notch. But this is interesting. But I do think we'll go for the Helicon drive. So we'll have to wait on that. What's my timer over here? Okay, 12 minutes. Media literacy. You know what? That does seem like one I want to research. Okay. Low Mercury orbit. We do have a little fleet there, mostly just to protect this shipyard.
Hit them where it hurts.
Okay. Crackdown in Mexico. I'm sorry, Resistance. I'm really sorry. Yeah, do your resupply as well. And then you don't actually have anything to target in Earth orbit right now. No. So we'll just keep you parked. Oops. Until the next wave of aliens shows up. And, I mean, we might find ourselves in a situation where they're constantly increasing, like, in hate. I guess I could... Yeah, I don't know. Again, if we fight them on the defense, then it's great because then it doesn't count as a hate thing. Public campaign missions. Yeah, I mean, we probably want that. So, this purge should work. It'll put us dangerously close to our cap. Oh! Hello. 850. I mean, they're not going to run. I don't know if we'll be able to kill them, but we're going to try. None of these are shaped. And I think if it led anywhere, would it tell us here? I think it does tell us here if it leads anywhere. So I don't think we're interested. I won't obsolete it, but I'm not going to favorite it. Okay. Start battle. Da-da-da, short wall, done, done, done. Who's at the front? It is the battleship that's at the front. Okay, well, I think it's going to be very similar to the other one, where we might hold fire, but maybe we don't need to. I might try to hold back if there's just, you know, just a couple missiles here and there. Waiting for as long as possible. Okay, let's go now. And oh, we're not getting ECM. Okay, stop. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Unload the rest. You're all gonna die. A little bit of ECM happening. Okay. Laser fire stops as soon as that's engaged, which is good. And yeah, I don't know if they have the ability to retarget. Although if this one's not evading... Wow, no, okay. That's pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie, that hurts. Do we build another group of these guys? They're still getting the job done right now. It might be worth throwing in another wave of 4, because that'll get us back up to 7. Yeah. 2.4 exotics. Launch Earth Shipyard. Transfer. And yeah, I think I am going to go and construct Earth. Missile monitor. Go, go, go.
We are in control now.
All right. Listen, Resistance. Hope we're not in open war yet. Like, yeah, just conflict. Done. Okay, a lot of political changes. Let's see our priorities here. Economy, welfare, environment, 1 pip in knowledge, government, and then... Oh, there we go, yeah. I am set 1. Had I not done knowledge before? I'm going to leave it in there because I do want to keep this around 5. That's going to be fine. Yeah, focus on the funding. How much, what's your funding cap? 991 is pretty high. So yeah, we'll try to get a bunch of that. And then at some point, some amount of unification. Whew, man. My heart's pounding. Okay, so we don't need a crackdown. Oh yeah, we're pretty high up. Let's do that anyway. And finish the purge there. That's going to be okay. And then... Check what we have in Mexico. Actually, I think you can hold off on that for a second. We'll do a protect as our next action.
Acknowledged.
What's the up?
Do I want to keep... Okay, we will be over, but not by much. I was going to say, do I actually want to worry about my point in the Ook? Or do I want to abandon that and free things up? No, I guess I want to keep my toehold. Okay, that's going to be fine. But Grant... Or no, sorry.
Your orders.
Yoko, I'm not going to care about you defending that point right now. We'll just do it next turn. So maybe we'll give you a random investigation. Is there a low percentage chance to investigate on an unknown? That's not particularly low.
Surveilling target.
We'll do that and see what happens. It's not. That's not going to be an alien, though. Feel pretty confident about that.
Offering counsel.
Offering support.
Okay, yeah, begin repairs. More aliens coming our way. Sanctions, United States, Afghanistan. I really don't care. And yeah, we'll be just over, just barely. Mines produce more metals. Yes, we are going to set that as a favorite. Lithium heat sinks.
Nothing unusual found.
They're better than the drop. All right, it's fine. Man, those failures still feel real sus to me. But I never do spot anything. I have some special torpedo bays, army repair bay, damage control teams. That actually does sound pretty useful. Sounds very useful. More damage. Ship faster. It does lead to some interesting things. I think I'm going to pick up the alien warships. It's obviously something we're going to want. Okay. Advanced rail cannons, I think give us the Mark III rail cannons. So that's another, when we're looking at possible ship design, that could be in there. Okay, Panama, yes, there's an alien there. I'm going to mostly focus on keeping the skies clear. Now that's interesting. We could get tier 2 missiles and keep going missile ships for a little longer. Or torpedoes, right? Not the nuclear ones, unless we can get some nuclear shaped stuff. But I don't know if we ever revealed any of those. Repaired, also resupply now. Thank you. And then, yeah, don't do anything yet. You're too tiny.
We've removed some threats.
Okay. Control point in Mexico is done. We'll do that, and then, yeah, we'll definitely run a protect at that point. I guess we'd already done the protect on the exact... Oh, right, because we'd had that for a little while. And yes, we're over control point limit, but barely so. So I'm going to call that not enough to be a problem. Lots of relationship changes. Oh, hello, level up. Espionage. This is our spy, right? But yeah, I think I am going to. I know I had the little science trend going on, but I think we need some more practicalities. Do we keep going persuasion with you? You do actually seem fairly persuasive. Although it does give us control point stuff. There's a good chance you might end up doing a bunch of advices later. In which case, you're actually a pretty good candidate for the science. Unless I need to feel like I need a little bit more safety on you. Am I in the phase where I want to get everyone's security to 10? Maybe their espionage to 10 so they don't get instant respotted either. Partially, yeah. Oh, you still have Delphi brands. Hold on. Yeah, you're 27. Oh, this is only netting 2. It gives us some money. The economy boost is nice. No. I think... Okay, we're getting rid of you. Oh, okay. Insufficient. I didn't realize it would tell us that. I thought it would let you do it sometimes. Wait, really? We're at... Oh, was I counting wrong before? I think I was counting wrong before. Yeah, sorry. We're at 26 now. Okay, so yeah, we definitely can't do it. So...
Ready for my mission.
I'm
yeah,
here.
defend there is good. You'll also do defend, which is fine. And advise
Ready.
is okay. Oops. Protect is good, and
Reporting
that leaves
in.
you to go and investigate alien activity. Oh, there's a couple, but we'll just do the one, and that's going to have to be fine enough. And yeah, we're over, but we're still netting positive influence. I mean, we're losing some of it, and our points are a little bit more vulnerable than they would be otherwise. Do I have the Greater North America yet? I don't think so. Like, we've gotten ourselves in a position for it. It's fairly pricey, right? United. Yeah, we're going to go and boot this into gear. We're not necessarily going to unify with these guys yet, but we do want to create the Federation. Get that well established. Shipboard missiles do 10% more damage. That's only missiles specifically, not torpedoes.
Protecting our interests.
I might...
Protecting
That's
our
not the button I
interests.
want.
Offering counsel.
I don't remember what that one was
Making
called.
things safe for our people.
I was gonna say, I can probably obsolete that. I guess it's fine. We'll just think about it later. Okay, I'm going to go and officially hide these 2 other green lasers. Those are non-arc lasers. We don't care about that. Railgun battery Mark III. Railgun battery. Yeah, that's interesting. So I think the one battle railgun line is for the nose, and then those, I think those are for the hulls, right? Okay, we're going to have to ignore Victor 305 for now. I mean, the... Oh, you're targeting my fleet. That's interesting. My fleet is docked at a station. Yeah, I mean, okay. This is fine. So I'll accept. Okay, so I should be the defender, not generating more hate. Let's still send our ships with as much velocity as possible. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna have to. I could go behind the hab. That's actually kind of interesting. Because that would give us a little bit of coverage here. They might laser beam this first. I might be fine with this. All right. At least we did get a repair. They're both cruisers. They're both the identical classes of cruisers. Yeah, I don't think we're really going to be in the protective envelope here. Should I go full speed ahead? Yeah, I think we do. I don't think that's going to cause us problems, and that would give their missiles as much velocity as possible. As a group, full speed ahead. I mean, we don't have much acceleration, but it'll still do something. Going to burn a lot of Delphi V, but we're at our station, so that's going to have to be okay. Am I going to have to split here? Or maybe we manually do volleys. Yeah, I might do that. Let's manually volley number 1. Boop, boop, boop. Manually volley number 2. Boop, boop, boop. Back to number 1. Okay, just unload. Unload, unload, unload. Unload. Did they really shoot down every single one of the missiles? God damn. So this is our shipyard. It's only got 2 of these. We might lose our shipyard. Really? Oh, that is really disappointing. Damn. Although... Oh, were they simply not in range to actually fire at this? I was going to say, why are they not shooting their things anymore? Those might have been leftover shots from targeting our ships. Yeah, now they're coming in here. I'm not convinced we're going to be able to shoot this stuff down. Maybe I should have left the ships parked back here instead of running up in the first place. And just... Wait, I don't know. Well, darn it. Okay. We'll have to build a new Earth shipyard. New, then we'll get the message that they destroyed it. Well, you know what? I'm just going to start on the new shipyard immediately. So I'm still going to go for one of these sort of mid-tier ones. Maybe here. Not fully extreme, but we'll be a little bit higher up for going to the other planets later. Bound to Orbital. Actually, I guess I could just call it Shipyard. In all caps. It'll stand out more. With exclamation marks. It'll be much easier for me to find in my lists. Yes. Okay. So... Again, in theory, there's going to be ships parked over here all the time, so we might be able to get away with no point defense. I think that's an insane idea, but it's an idea. Let's say we start with a couple of heavy fission reactors, and then at least 4 of those shipyards. If we did go to those, and then another 2 heavy fission reactors, and then, ooh, I was going to say 2 more shipyards, but that's not quite... Ooh, that's an awkward 32. Be nice to, like, sort by energy over here. I'm not convinced that, we could put a Skunk Works. Can't do that. You could put some sort of tier 1 building. You're not in an interface orbit. So... Yeah, that's not going to help there. I could just put a hydroponics bay, maybe. Sure. It might get replaced later. But okay. I don't know if I get refunded for the ships I'd started to produce. Medium Earth orbit. Oh, this is a bigger fleet. Yeah, okay, we're getting punished. Just auto-resolve it. I don't need to see this. We did damage a couple things. Low Earth orbit. Oh yeah, so something's going to medium and something else is going to low. I definitely want to reclaim the low Earth orbit stuff immediately. Get the admin node. That part's fine. A couple of these reactors. I'm just going to build 2 of these layered point defense now. Just to stop mostly other factions. Looks like we need some life sciences back. I don't know if we do as much life science research, but still. Done. It's our lowest number, so what the heck? You gonna blow up another thing, or you're going for Cooper Station? Accept, auto-resolve. What did Cooper Station have? Oh, you were one of the ones we really hadn't fully leveled you up. And you had a smattering of things. A little bit of space, a little bit of social, mostly social maybe. Low Earth orbit 2. Admin node. A couple of these. A couple of those. And let's do social because we can't do it in other places. Alright. Abductions. Yeah, we still need, like, humanity first and stuff to get a little bit more killing. Ooh, that's going to be an important one. Another station. Oh, yeah, you really are mad. Auto resolve. ISIL station. So what do you currently have? Some social science labs. Wait. Wait, did we win that one? I thought it said the alien ships were only damaged. Wait, layer defense things are still here. That's the next group of torpedoes. We don't really need torpedoes to do more damage. We need them to be like faster and stronger is all. Oh, Tiangong finally getting its upgrade. Right. Okay. And a few of these. Let's outright replace the solars with heavy fission. Again, a couple of layered defense. And then let's just make this the full Xeno research. There we go. And this was Xeno 2. I don't know that we need more. I might leave those and just upgrade them. But again, let's go with the heavy fission array on top of the solar. I'll upgrade those two, but then maybe give you something else here. Maybe we want... did we end up building some of these military ones in orbit here for the military strength boost? I'm not sure that we did. Oh, large point defense. You're almost cheap enough. Let me just do one solar array and then finish you that way. We end up with some overkill on power, but that's going to have to be fine. Okay. 8 meters still quite high. And we would burn too much on killing that alien ship. And we needed some ships left over. It would have been nice, but...
Standing by for orders.
Oh, we got some stuff to burn, mate.
Acknowledged.
Commander Grant, if I could
Your
get you
orders?
to burn that, please.
Standing by.
And you can investigate... Oh my god. There's so many aliens running around. But I really can't afford to do an assassination right now. Oh, the other thing is... Hang on.
What's the up?
I don't want these investigations to go away.
Investigating alien site.
Standing by for orders.
You don't investigate. Listen. Resistance.
Making
Please allow me to apologize.
Offering assistance.
Making things safe for our people.
We'll open a channel.
Tolerant.
We appreciate that you see the
Isn't
threat
bad.
the aliens pose.
I mean, we
But
could
we
even
don't
consider,
think
like,
even Earth is the
buying
answer.
something. But I don't think there's any reason to do that. You want some boost so you can go to space? Here, generous trade. Generous trade. Fair trade. Generous trade. All right. So we'll do that, and we might do like a few generous trades in the right. Looks like they're not willing to do much else. We'll do a repeat on that,
It is not
please.
about who hits hardest. It is about
Oh, good.
who
Okay,
is
so that's the
fastest.
Helican Drive
Though even-
potential unlock. Now, where do I want to go? It's time to just do the mission to Jupiter. It might be. Diamondoids. Oh, this is important for some high later game tech. So I think I'll go for Diamondoids now. Also can lead to some shaped nuclear torpedoes, which they might still have another day in the sun. Do we... Dusty plasma drive? I don't think we're interested in that one. So I'll just focus on the Diamondoids. That's going to be fine. Just work on the one. Commander Grant, Burninating Countryside. Thank you very much. And yeah, I could go over my limit if I just did a little drop over here, but... So if we can fix things with resistance, then I might open things up. Okay, well, we're not sortieing. Okay, you're going to bombard a mine. Actions.
The LZ is secure.
Definitely rebuild the mine. Thank you for clearing that floor completely. I appreciate you.
Here's what we found.
We didn't get the mine was destroyed. They failed to bombard it completely to death in one go. Hello, advanced rail cannons. And then rapid... I won't obsolete it, but I won't favorite it. So I want to keep doing some of the military techs. So those are some new torpedoes. These are also some new torpedoes. I don't know which one of these are better. They're the same cost. What has the most? Maybe Delta V. 4. Oh, that's the missile. Let's look at the torpedoes. So let's call it. So 9.1 and 7.7. Ignoring the actual damage. 9.1, 7.7. Where's the missiles? Okay, so no, this is much slower. Oh, you're thermonuclear. Oh no, these are both nuclears. But neither one of these are shaped. No, okay. I do not want to use non-shaped nuclear missiles. Because if one dies, they blow each other up. So that's no good. So those can go with the hidden. That's okay. We keep going on coiled gun stuff. I think the answer to that is probably yes. What's the PSYOPs? No, we can live without that for now. And these are... Okay, those are non-nuclear torpedoes. So we do have to choose between the Hermes 7.5, 4.6. Okay, so the Vulcan is much faster. And I think that's much more important. So we want... This is Hydrolox. We don't want the Hypergolic, is what I'm going to say. Hide that. Let's quick research this. It is very rapid, and we might have one more stage. They are getting pretty good at shooting down missiles, so I think we do have to switch to something else. But we might have another little hurrah with that. If I tell you to do this, you'll do the PR. I'll just get you to investigate in Warsaw. And
Ready
you can
to
do
go.
an investigate in Libya.
We'll see what we can find.
Your orders.
All right. There's no mergings we can do over here. The policies we have set, yes. And then over here, we're still okay with this, yes. And over here, we're still good with this as well. Okay. Yeah, we are making more passive money. We're going to try to make friends with the resistance one more time. Let's go for one more cycle here. This video's a little bit long, but it's my last recording of the day, so a lot of times I end up
Offering
going a
support.
little bit longer. And
Indeed, my expertise.
okay, you're pleased.
Initiating contact.
Okay, I'm guessing there must be a cooldown for us rebuilding our
I
relationship.
don't think leaving Earth is the answer.
Here, I'm going to offer you some water. Actually, I kind of want to offer you more boost. Like, set up more space stations. 75 is generous trade again? Okay, congratulations. You knew that. And if we take a look... Yeah, they're no longer in conflict with us. They're back to tolerance. Doesn't mean they can't start some stuff, because we don't have the non-aggression pact, and I would like to get that back. But I'm assuming there's going to be a cooldown. I don't know, maybe it's unrecoverable. But we'll leave it be for now. Maybe in a year or something we'll try again. We'll see. In 34 we can consider giving that another go. But the open warfare has ended. We've improved our position on Earth fairly considerably. Our science rate hasn't actually gone up that much, which is a little surprising. I mean, well, we had the US already, but I mean, the economies on these are actually not too bad. And Canada has really good tech rating. And yeah, we'll improve things here over time. I wonder, it's not going to matter once it's all integrated, but maybe I actually should focus on maybe the government thing first. Fix the flawed democracy. We could push this a little faster. I don't think we have to push it any faster. We could do a little unity for the polarized to come back up. But no, I think I do like, we'll invest a little bit more aggressively in the government, which will help overall just stability and all kinds of things over here. Because we're a long way away from unifying with Mexico. So I think that's going to be fine. Okay. Let me wrap this up here. It's too bad that we couldn't make bitter friends with the resistance again, but at least, you know, we said, we gave our apologies. And yeah, we might, once we get some control point again, I really do suspect our things will be either Russia, although not with the resistance in here, so we'll have to see. Or yeah, we can pick up something like Italy. Oh, so the initiative got kicked out of Portugal again. So yeah, maybe the Academy, maybe we go and punch them a little bit over here in Italy, and we could consider picking up a second control point in the UK. Although, no, that's right, we never had this one. I bet you I can pull you into the EU. Not unify. What am I looking for? Relations over here. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Just because I know I'll forget otherwise. I'm just going to get to the command phase, and I'm going to tell someone to go and do a national policy in the EU to
Things
build
are
the
going
Federation. We need all 3 points to unify, so we might have to go and prioritize the initiative first. It'd be nice if there was more than one place that would be good to hit the initiative. Again, the resistance over here in Turkey is such a pain in the butt, because that would be another great target for us. We really needed non-initiative people to be a lot more active in Europe. If we do go against the Academy, we can also pick up Norway, and that's actually not bad.
We found something.
We could potentially get 2 control points out of Sweden, not Switzerland, but we still have the problem with the resistance being in the way. Okay, those are our next missiles. I'm just gonna. Okay, let's get advanced railgun batteries. All right, I just want to get to the next mission phase, because otherwise I might forget that this is a possibility. So planning. Relationship changes.
Ready.
I'm gonna hit a little auto on everyone, and then
Ready.
just pick one of them to do.
Standing by.
At your service.
You know what? You're probably.
For orders.
No, you're not bad at this.
Standing by for orders.
Here,
Where do you need me?
you are going to set national policy in the EU.
Heading to the capital.
All right, and that's going to be good. And then yeah, we'll invite Ireland into the European Union. We'll double check that we don't have anything else outstanding over there, but I suspect that's the only one. And yeah, we still won't be able to unify with them, but that's still going to be not too shabby. All right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.